Man, it
I
just
mean, I've
makes-
been in bands
makes
with
sense,
female
you know?
singers, so it never bothered. Never.
Yeah,
I
you
felt
always-
like I don't care if we have a guy, a girl, a white guy, black guy, purple guy, Asian guy, American. I don't care. Can the motherfucker sing?
That's racist.
Like if this person can sing, you know what I mean? That's all I care about. You know what I mean? So you know,
And I believe you.
Are they into it? You know,
because like from the first time we met, which
Right.
was just
Yeah.
bumping into each other somewhere, you have that aura about you. Like you have that excitement about music and that excitement just about people in general.
Yeah. Mhm.
and
Yeah.
that's very awesome.
Oh,
By
thank
the
you.
way, that's very engaging. You know what I mean? Like you're very easy to talk to.
Thanks,
Weird
man.
to look at, very easy to talk to.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you for the weird to look at.
I can't just
That's
sit
what
here-
I'm going for. I'm
can't
going
just
for
sit
that
here and
weird to look
compliment
at.
you, dude.
He's going to say how attractive you are, you know.
No, he said weird, so that's good. I like that. That's, weird is better. I think.
I mean,
I'm the
It's
opposite.
a rock band, you know. It's
Yeah.
okay.
they're not the same as they used to be, sweetie. Rock bands have like kids and families and shit.
Did you
now.
just call me
They barely
sweetie?
drink. It's like right, I've gone to like overnight parties with bands, and we're the only ones still up. It's like, dude, what the fuck? I don't even play a guitar. So how long have you been playing guitar?
I started playing guitar when I was. How old was I, Wayne? If you're out there listening, Wayne was the drummer of my first band when I was 14 or 15, I guess. So I started playing when I was 13.
There he is, Wayne Heidel.
Yeah,
Heidel.
yeah, Wayne Heidel. Yeah, he was my first drummer. Yep.
So what happened to him? Oh, he's a drummer. They're fucking weird. They just flake out.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, it was cool. I mean, we got along great, and I'm being honest with you, I don't really remember what the fuck happened back then. Again,
How old were you?
I'm 47, so I don't remember anything anyway. So,
You ain't shit,
but yeah,
brother.
I mean, I think he started playing with another band, I started playing with another band, and it just, we were always friends. We always got along great. So,
14. Thank you. Look, see,
14, there it is.
dude, you come with your own encyclopedias and shit. That's phenomenal. But no, we like the female thing. We had there's a band out there, Kaminar, and they're young, but they're good. You know what I mean? Like they do covers of Foo Fighters and shit like that. But they're very good musicians and they're tight, but they're kids. So
Yeah.
the lead singer was good, but he was in two bands, and his grades went. So his parents went,
Sure.
They went that guy.
Yeah.
So we were struggling to find him a singer. Found him a couple females. Nah, not some. It's boys club up in there. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Sure,
oh,
sure.
damn it,
See,
guys.
Right?
But I've always been one of the boys. I've always been.
As pretty as she is, that's true.
I just
One
I
of the
love
guys.
I'm one of the guys. Like
Right.
I make horrible jokes. I have a bad mouth. Like I just
That's true.
I'm inappropriate.
Like that.
I mean,
Way
I just,
more
I've-
inappropriate than any
Oh,
of
yeah.
us.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's just probably true.
I'm just like, dude, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that.
Like I'm not trying to take you home,
Yeah,
but I
you
just fall in
would.
love.
But yeah, I've always been one of the guys. I've always been more comfortable hanging out with the guys.
It's it's
That's true.
not really funny you say that, but that seems to be more common as time goes on
Yeah, right?
with females.
Yeah, I
like
agree with
they
that, yeah.
connect with guys more. You know what I mean?
Totally.
My ex-wife, like a lot of them, and it's because females that we want to, females that we'll get along with, don't like that. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes,
you don't,
exactly.
We don't like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
it's a natural transition for us to become friends with
Right.
each other. You know
I
what
think
I mean?
that's fair.
And then you can sing. That doesn't hurt.
Oh, thank you.
And how long have you been playing drums? 54. So Jesus Christ.
Since
I'm-
Jesus
50
Christ.
years.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. It was like
taught me.
about 2,000 years ago.
That wasn't a bad joke.
Right. I mean, probably about the same age, when, that Paul started. I was probably like 14, 15 when I started playing drums. And I was like early 20s when I got into like a first serious band.
What kind of band
Yeah.
was that?
It was just like a hardcore punk, thrash, metal, we did it pretty much all.
I mean, do you
It was
find that
cross-genre.
a lot of people's first bands when you're in a rock, is either a cover band or heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is that kind of a thing?
Yeah.
I mean, cover bands, I think that's not terrible when you're starting out, to get used to your instrument and to play something you're comfortable with and then develop from there.
That's what we did.
Right.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
what kind of covers did you do?
Oh, gosh.
We did Maiden, like Iron Maiden. We did Metallica. We did Van Halen.
Foo Fighters.
We did Foo Fighters. We covered
Joan
Bon
Jett.
Jovi, Joan Jett.
Oh, you threw a female one in there for her?
Yeah, a
the
couple.
dog
There were
dog.
like 3 songs that were female singer.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was,
We were, like,
and that,
fine.
and I agree that was a lot of fun, and it was good, at least for me, having not been in a band before and not really ever being professionally trained or anything, just to kind of get exposure and just to try to push and reach and
I learned how to work with other
Stretch.
musicians.
yeah,
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 exactly.
yeah.
Oh, that's the hardest part, right?
Right.
Finding a group that
That's
works.
the hardest part.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
hardest part.
Because
Yeah.
you are musicians, you're artists. I mean,
Yeah.
call it what it is, and so your creative mind changes your thought process a little bit. So to
Right.
find the perfect match is tough. I mean, I've seen bands come in here that were great, and then members would leave, go to another band.
Yeah.
They're great with that band. They're great with these other. You know what I mean? So they're still
Right.
great musicians. That shit just didn't work.
Right. Right.
No,
And,
it's true.
and I mean, or real life. Like you guys are a little bit older. Well,
We are.
whatever, pup. but but I mean, most of these bands like Cold Clock Knockout that was around for a while, they're in their early 30s. So some of these guys are getting lives, having baby. You know what I mean? So you move on and decide this is what I want.
Yeah.
She told me I couldn't do this shit no more. You know what I mean? Which is okay. That's cool, right? But that shit sucks because now you're not just losing them because they're an asshole.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
You're losing a family member, and it's like, fuck, and they're hard to replace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So do you practice your vocals?
Yeah.
Since you're training yourself basically, right?
Right. Right.
Do you guys ever help her with things like that or
Oh,
no?
yeah.
Yeah.
I am vocally trained, so I do oftentimes piss her off and drive her crazy sometimes.
It's a lot of fun.
You know what I mean? Or I'll just I'll stop and I'll be like, well, no, let's do it here instead of here, and you know what I mean. I'm always trying to like push her comfort level. You know what I mean?
And what's the hardest part about like getting someone to vocally, which is the toughest part, get them to where you want them to be? With that you can tell them what strings to hit, what notes to hit. With that, you got to make it happen.
Yeah.
What's the hardest part about getting someone to do that?
Just what, honestly, being a band member, being a bandmate, because when we were in the studio and the producer would be like, right here, Christy, she'd be like, okay, yeah, great, and I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I'm like, we're back,
Right.
practicing in our home studio, and I'm like, do it here, and she's like, well, tell me what to do, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. The producer says it like, hey, I think it'd sound better up here, and she'd be like,
I have.
I'm
to
like, really? That's cool.
I have to say he's completely right. It's just the producer will say it in a way that's like
Nice.
and
And then there's
complimentary,
Paul.
and then there's this guy, and it's like
I never claimed to be a teacher. I know I'd be a horrible teacher. I have no
This shit wakes me out a little bit, dude, because we were just on my Cold Clock Knockout, right?
All right.
And out of the blue, Robbie, the lead singer's girlfriend, pops into the fucking chat board. Now,
about that?
I didn't type it in anywhere. I just said it.
Yeah.
that's
What
awesome.
have you done to my studio?
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
watching.
We've
That's
infused
right.
it.
It's infused. That's right. It's just good vibes. We're just putting the vibes out.
So
That's
welcome,
it.
Fruit Loop. Anyway, what?
I just love that you call her Fruit Loop.
I gave her a box of Fruit Loops for her birthday.
but now where did Fruit Loop come from? You just
You
came
know,
up
my
with
mouth
it.
one
Got
day.
it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because of the box of Fruit Loops.
No, he did that as a
Oh,
She looked hungry. No.
here, eat some carbs.
Like Robbie, feed her.
wonder what I'm gonna get for my birthday.
Right? There's carbs in Fruit Loops. That was just sugar.
Right.
It's just carb.
I think it's like cards, like baseball cards or something.
Yes, and that hard gum that breaks teeth.
That's funny.
And I asked that about the vocals because when Murder the Crow was recording their last CD, I was in there watching the process of that, and the dude on this side of the glass trying to get someone to hit the spot he wants. Like you started with this, and then you had a little keyboard and went ding. How about right there? That didn't work. So he auto-tuned his voice so he could hear exactly where he wanted them.
Okay, yeah.
And he goes, dude, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I don't want to be auto-tuned. He goes, I'm not auto-tuning you, dude. I just want you to fucking do what I'm asking you to do. So,
yeah, right? Yeah, please.
Right.
Sometimes hearing it helps you to match it for sure.
Yeah.
and that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So
You know?
watching that process was
Yeah.
kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, that shit didn't work. All right,
Yeah.
this didn't work. All right, hear yourself like this. You know what I mean? Do you think that would work for you? Like if you heard yourself at the octave he's trying to get you to?
Oh,
you-
Yeah,
Sure.
we've done that.
Yeah, we've done
that. Oh, you
that
did?
because his he can hit higher notes than I can. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
Those
Are
high
you
notes in
serious?
the album.
Yeah.
That's actually not me.
Well, that's not true.
No, it's true. It's,
Yeah.
it's just you.
So-
you.
I
He does
can
have
hit
a
higher
high-
notes, but I
He's
mean,
very
the notes
comfortable
you're
with it.
singing, you're singing. But the background vocals that are high, I'm singing those. Yeah.
Yeah, and in concert, like when I'm doing like a,
Then I'll be
and
higher.
he's doing the
yeah.
high backgrounds. Yeah.
Michelle Heckendum Dorn. I can't say
Hey,
it.
What's up,
Michelle.
Michelle.
Dumb, right?
Heckendorn. Heckendorn.
It is Dorn.
Yeah.
Fuck these things, man.
They lie.
Yeah, blame the glasses.
Or the first grade teacher.
First grade.
You know when
when
you
you learn
learn
to read.
When I
phonics.
skipped
And,
first grade.
Yeah, right.
oh, well, there you go.
No, we talked. So Michelle says, just talking to a cop neighbor who lived on Purcell, asking about the garage band.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
so
good
my
question,
band-
Michelle.
Yeah. So my band, Witches Sabbath, we used to practice in Michelle's parents' garage. Michelle was my girlfriend
That's
Heidi's.
not an innuendo. That is
Yeah.
legit.
Michelle was my girlfriend Heidi's sister. And we practiced on Purcell Avenue in Cincinnati, in Price Hill, in their garage. God love them. And the cops were there. Like, if we were there within an hour, the cops were there. But they're always really fucking cool with us. They really always were. So, the Cincinnati cops always come and be like, guys, we got a complaint. And I'd be like, yeah. And they're like, need to turn it down. And we'd be like, how long do we have? And they'll be like, well, I got to do another run. So I could be back here in 45 minutes. They'd be like, all right, fuck it. We got 45 minutes of practice. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, so they were pretty cool about it. So we do like 35 minutes and then stop. So
Cincinnati, I mean, is that where you were from?
yeah,
originally?
I'm from Cincinnati originally. So
How long have you been here?
yeah, I've been here for 7 years now. I think 6 years.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you've lived this experience in both cities.
Yeah, yeah.
And what's
it's
the
very
difference
different
between them?
Oh my God, it's night and day different. And I can tell you in Cincinnati, if you say, "Hey, I'm putting a band together," I mean, you're going to get members like that want to audition, want to play, want to, they're knocking down your door. You want to audition, like we're looking for a bass player. If I just put out on Craigslist or something, hey, we're looking for a bass player, I'd have 9-10 guys that are like, hey, let me try out. And here it's far more difficult. And I think, it's because, in Tampa, if it's 10 miles away, that's a half a fucking hour to drive. You know what I mean? Like, I get so many people who are like, well, so where you guys practice at? And I'm like, Land O'Lakes. What the fuck, man? That's way too far. I'm like, where do you live? Carrollwood. I'm like, oh, Carrollwood? You could be here in like,
Right.
It's 10 miles. You could be here in 40 minutes. 'Cause it's 10 miles. It's true.
That's why we don't.
40
That's,
minutes.
that's why
Or you
nobody
could
goes to the
Drive
40
in 40
minutes.
minutes. Right?
It depends. You want
So-
to pay gas or?
But
So-
that's not wrong. I mean, when we started this, I had that misconception of like going to St. Pete. It's like, oh, it's fucking St. Pete. And then you realize it's
It's
like
the same
25,
anywhere
30
you go.
minutes away. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
that far, really.
It's like it's
true.
right there, but I know I don't know what it is, but
Everything
here
in
like
Tampa's a half hour away.
like for me, I always felt like for the right band to play with the right band, I don't care. I'd drive to fucking Orlando. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Kevin E. Holly says, Cincinnati, are they Harambe truthers? You familiar with Harambe?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Harambe.
You just bored my guest. Get off my So listen to the Kevin Holly show, everybody.
Yeah, right.
But Bogart's 200 people came to see the after party.
Oh my God, yeah. Bogarts was
crap.
awesome. We loved playing at Bogarts. Let me see. I guess it would be akin to our Orpheum times 2. Like if
Gotcha,
the
okay.
Orpheum was,
But in a
twice
real
as
city.
big.
Got
Yeah,
it.
they'd be like that. And I love playing at Bogarts.
But
And
you're saying traveling for the band practice or whatever?
yeah. So what?
Parallel. Dude, listen, don't get aggressive.
No. I mean, it's not a big deal. You just do it, right?
me?
Goddamn travel.
No, I just mean it's not a big deal. You just do it.
Don't
You
tell me
just
what to
do it,
answer.
right? It's fun,
So, this is a little extreme, though. Parallel Motion, we were talking about earlier. Their fucking drummer drives 2.5 hours
Wow.
to practice.
Oh.
Now,
Right
they
on.
compromise and, like, they randomly will meet. They'll come that way to kind
Right.
of give him a break. They found him? They're traveling around
Craigslist.
on
That's what I was going to guess.
way better than that. So they're on YouTube, just listening to music, checking their shit, and a cover of their song pops up. He's doing a cover
Oh, nice.
of their song,
their song.
on YouTube. They're like,
Oh, that's
we
cool.
found a drummer.
That's
Yeah.
And they
awesome.
literally needed a drummer
that's
right when
cool.
they freaking found him. Like, are you
That's
kidding me?
awesome.
And he's
No,
gonna drive
that's
2.5
cool.
hours, dude. You need a girlfriend. No,
That was meant to be. That was
it's incredible,
That's
right?
pretty awesome.
right.
And dude,
That was meant to be.
man, I can't wait for you guys to meet them. You're gonna love them. They're,
That's awesome.
Like
Yeah.
the people we're meeting, you know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
like that, like just so engaging and just
cool.
hard to understand.
I don't know if that's a.
That's a compliment, right?
Okay, yeah.
No, he tried to say electrocuted, dude, and it took him like 13 minutes.
To say
And
electrocuted.
I'm like, what the fuck fuck say that in English? Just kidding. We're not racist. Well,
Oh my god.
Nah.
What? I said
Look,
to
my
him.
hat's off. My hat's off to that guy. I mean, because I would do it.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
would do it if
That's
the right
incredible, right?
band was
Yeah.
a 2.5 hour drive for rehearsal. I would be driving 2.5 hours.
that's a
It's just
long
like-
goddamn ride.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
I mean, he drives 45 minutes, so I mean, it's.
And I mean, to me, that's borderline.
He's like,
you know what I mean?
I
Like to me, 45 minutes is right there at the edge of too far,
Yeah.
but not too far. You know.